My name is Paul Rubin, and I was a Big Buddy volunteer in a bereavement camp, and I was paired one-to-one with a child who had experienced a loss. His loss was he lost his dad in the 9/11 terror attacks. I was asked to pair with him as his big buddy for the entire weekend, and throughout the weekend he really didn't speak very much. English was not his first language, so you can just imagine what it might be like for a 9-year-old boy who is brought to a camp where there's about 150 people. You can imagine perhaps some of the trepidations, some of the shyness, perhaps even being scared about being left alone. As I had mentioned, he didn't really speak much, but in between our different activities, he was able to answer very, very general questions like, what is your father's name? What did he like to do? What did you like to do with your dad? And the answer to that question was, I love to play catch with my dad. And this really big, huge smile came across his face. Throughout the rest of the weekend, he really didn't say too much. But at the very, very end, when it was time for him to go home, a town car was sent to pick him up. And all I could think about was, now he's been opened up to this entire weekend about other kids sharing their feelings, and now he's going home alone in this town car, 90 miles to New York City, with a stranger driving him home. So as he went to open up the car door handle, he turned around, walked towards me really slowly, and then gave me a big hug around my waist, which to me was heartbreaking and also bittersweet. But I think what it showed was that he got something out of it. The big takeaway is that the following camp, he asked for me to be his big buddy again. And when he arrived, this time with his mom and his little brother in tow, he came out of the car. He had this big, huge smile on his face. He came running, gave me a big high five, and then ran right past me because he had connected with some of the other campers, and that's who he ran to. So what's really super important to know is that even though children may not show it right away, their experience by being involved in support groups or bereavement camps can be really, really helpful to them.